What if I just did that the whole time? Just for like 2 hours. My wife's gonna yell at me. I better close the door. Hold on. I have pants this time. That's always good. Pants. The older you get, the more you realize how essential wearing pants is. Right? Am I right? 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 Okay. I have this thing. I don't know if you kids know this. Is Bluetooth. All right. Your bro Joey's super into technology and stuff. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this thing. You think this is cheap? Cost me like $15 on Amazon. I have the worst setup ever, and it's all my kid's fault. Really is. This should be like out here. Whatever. Once I get up to $100, I'll be moving up on the world. But once I get $100, I am going to buy a camera for that one guy who keeps bothering me all the time about it. Okay, here we go. Setting up. I'm just going to let you guys trickle in. We're going to play some Kahoot. I'm getting the Cricket Kahoot set up. And you can ask me questions. I remember it was me and Utsoff back in the day, and I paid for like a year subscription of Kahoot, and then like a couple weeks later, we stopped doing it. And rather than blame myself, I'm going to blame all you guys for it. No, I got to do some Kahoot though. It was really fun, and then oh god, I get distracted so easily. So I'm just waiting for people to come in. Right now, it says zero people on my live stream. That's because I don't do it regularly. Also because my channel kind of I think I got a new job, which is fun. And I'm really happy about that. But we need to get this live stream up and going. What if I do this? Huh? All right, so skip this part. I'm going to cut some of this out for you guys later, but we shall get a Cricket Kahoot going up here. So let me just look with you. Let me share my screen with yous. All right, here, I'm just going to do this for now. What kind of Kahoots? I'm just going to type in Cricket. Cricket. Ooh, this one's new. Sports. Oh, it says Access Pass. My ass. We should just do a really bad one, and like it's not going to be a test of like how good you are, just like if you just beat this thing. All right. That makes sense. I don't think it does. I don't think what I'm saying is making any sense, but all right. Maybe if I was recording, I would pause and just start over again because this obviously sucks. This one looks okay. This one sucks. This one sucks. This is from 2017. Dang it. Okay, that one looks good. That one looks stupid. That one's acceptable. That one might work. All right, guys, we're playing some Cricket Kahoot. I'm going to take this sweater off because, man. Oh. All right. I'm just gonna start talking about some stuff. Once we get enough people, we'll play Cricket Kahoot. Um, and whoever wins the Cricket Kahoot, I will buy them a monthly subscription on Cricket Guru or a Nitro Pass on what's it called? Discord. Okay. Winner will win a month pass on Cricket Guru or Mr. No Brains. That's what my wife calls me. Got recommended to me. Did you subscribe? And then just I do that where I subscribe to people. Oh, now it's the pressure's on because I really don't want to disappoint you. Yeah, the T20 World Cup was really a lot of fun. I've since changed my channel to a New World Sports. Just honestly, it was a post that Peter de la Pena wrote about his dismay in the cricket world and how cricket is so messed up in the United States, and he's totally correct. And I was thinking, I shouldn't just focus on cricket in the United States. I got to branch off. So we do focus on cricket in Nepal. I think this sums up everything right here. So I hope you're not disappointed, but you probably will be, because I don't know. I like myself, but sometimes it's like, what am I doing? Like, why does anybody like watching my channel? Sometimes I feel that way. I need to figure out how to make this thing, but we're gonna watch some cricket, some old cricket. Maybe Harsh. We'll get in here. We'll have some Harsh talks. Possibly. I'm gonna just read my secret messages with Harsh and just we'll tease him. No, I'm joking. But oh dang, you should have had this ready beforehand. But let's get into it because there's lots to talk about. First we're gonna go over to Cricket World Cup League 2. So let me share my screen with you, and once we get enough people, we shall commence the playing of Cricket Kahoot. So we got a lot of Cricket Kahoots here. Not taking them too seriously. Cricket T20 World Cup 2024. Let's see if they have a new one. I should have made one for this. No, I ain't got nothing. Yeah. Dumb. All right, we're not going to this World Cup. This is my favorite World Cup. The 2023 one. The qualification. So much fun. And I kind of fall in and out of love with cricket because it's like a full freaking season. I don't feel that way with baseball. I never feel that way with baseball because baseball. Well, actually, I have totally fallen out of love with baseball, but the MLB season comes and goes and it's predictable. It's just one league I got to care about. It's just one league I got to focus on, and it comes and it goes. But with cricket, it just feels like it never stops. Can't stop, won't stop. The problems with cricket, problems with watching cricket is like there's 5 million different formats to it. And this is a consequence of not having professionalism early. There's 5 million countries that play it, not one single dominant country, which also has, in a way, a negative effect. I'm sure it could be positive. I mean, you do have India, but the issues with India are that what is it? How is it different than United States? Like United States is isolated. So if there was a war, if there was fighting, we'll just, we have a big, beautiful ocean, as Donald Trump would say, a big, big, beautiful ocean. And ain't nobody messing with us. We messing with them. So that's kind of different. So we would never like pause our season. And there's more player loyalty. There it is. There it is. Okay. So I'm doing a new type of stream where you read my lips, okay? So this is multifaceted thing where no, it's not. That was intentional. So it's like you do two things at once. I'm teaching you how to read lips and I'm giving you cricket content, okay? Just try to appreciate what I'm doing here. Yeah, that was a mistake. I'm sorry. And I was looking right at it like duh and I bought this. I bought this for $20 on Amazon, okay? So I don't want to hear about my equipment. Obviously, I'm not to be taken seriously at all. But I'll answer your questions. If we get enough people, we'll do a cricket Kahoot. And let me just get one started. Once we get up to like 5, 6, 7 people, it kind of takes a while to get rolling. So again, sometimes I like putting on a live stream and just watching the idiot talk. Like me, I'm that idiot now. But I've been thinking a lot about like the future of T20 cricket. And there's just so many things that I've taken in, and the way I observe it is differently. People are getting bored with the IPL season, and me too. It goes too fast. In a way, I was happy that they stopped for a week so I could catch up. And of course, I haven't caught up. I think there needs to be regular places where I could watch highlights because it's hard to watch a cricket game like in its entirety, like replaying it. Um, Mr. No Brains with the first question. What do you think of cricket in LA 2028? Again, I'm just going to be talking like a robot until you ask me a question. Yeah. I don't know why it's in LA. Well, because the Olympics are in LA. Okay. It's cool. I feel like 6 teams ain't enough, but it's a start, I think cricket really the ICC really needs to sit down and think about a shortened version of the game. 3.5 hours ain't a shortened version of nothing, like for most people. You have rugby, which is 20 minutes long. You have 3-on-3 basketball, which is, the same length. You do have full basketball, but I think those games are shorter than like the NBA. So, yeah, it's a start, but T20, I think fundamentally needs to change to an everyday game like baseball. It's just the way I feel. Seasons need to be played. Like it needs to be a global tournament. That would be freaking awesome. I'm kind of sick of, I love the IPL. I like the PSL a lot, but it's like it's following 2 different leagues. It's difficult, man. And they don't ever touch. I know you guys, they're fighting, but it's like you could play for Big Bash League and you could play for IPL. It's whatever. So that wasn't the question. The question was the Olympics, cricket, Olympics. I think it's a good thing overall, but hopefully this will spur some conversation in how we handle this. Because the good thing about rugby going into the Olympics, where that people who don't normally watch rugby can look at it and go, wow, I like this, I like this, I don't like this, I don't like that. And you could get feedback that you're not getting from like the regular everyday players. And so I really think the ICC, I'm not holding my breath or nothing, that they should consider that feedback, you know. I don't think there's any news to this. I have an alert on my phone when there's new news. See, there's nothing new. There's nothing new here. Let's just see. Yeah. Nothing. It says here LA 28 Olympic opening ceremony to be held in 2 stadiums, but what does that have to do with cricket? Nothing. Oh. Yeah, that's nothing. So, next question. So I like it, but we'll have to wait and see. Tanis Q says, for the first time in years, I've missed a complete season. Yeah, I've never made it through a full season. I'm not gonna lie to you because I try to watch every single game. I do really well, and then something happens, or every game can't be super fun. So I get bored in one game because some team will be like scoring a ton of runs in the first innings, and then the second innings comes in, and you're just like, they're not going to catch up. So, yeah, it's just like that. T10 is too short. There's no chance for a T10 comeback. I agree. They need to really sit down and consider a different format that's shortened, that doesn't suck like T10. T10 is the worst. How can you trap some of the magic of Test cricket into a shortened format? I don't know. I don't know, man. What is so fun about Test cricket, right? The outs, when you get an out, it's like a freaking big deal. It's a freaking big deal. Boundaries are like huge, and it's just a wait, explosion, wait, explosion. So maybe you can't. I don't know, man. I just love the game. I love Test cricket, and I want some of that magic of Test cricket when I come home from work. I come home from work and I want to watch cricket. I want to watch cricket so bad. But it's like, oh, I thought that was my son crying. I'm like, he's not even home. I want to watch Test cricket type action in like an hour or two. Like, how can I do that? I don't know. T10 should not be a real sport if the ICC are serious, though I know many smaller nations earn money from that. It's shady money, really. I will say one argument against that what you're saying is the European T20 league that they have, the European, I can never remember. That's been really successful. So I do really like that type of cricket. And another thing I wanted to talk about, I'm just going to end my live stream because I'm not paying attention. Another thing I really like about, there I am. European cricket. This, no, not this one. Is it this one? Yeah. They play T10s. And I think
on it. Oh, it's high up in the air. And it's gone over the
really long thing, and it's hard to care.
There's another 6 of them.
It's hard to care about these random teams. Like, you got to give me a reason to care. You go in here, you're looking Malta versus Estonia highlights. This is great. Okay. 2-minute video. Like, why? Oh, player of the match. Okay. So what I'm thinking of is like when I watch my baseball stuff is like I feel so much better. Not that where's my account? I forget what it is. That's this one. The baseball I should not be doing this on the live stream. I will delete that later. Okay. You get in here. The live stream is just the baseball stuff. Where am I watching baseball? Like this guy, John Boy Media. Look, it's 2 million subscribers. I just don't think we have people like this in English cricket. And so I was like going through his stuff, and it's just really interesting to watch his shorts. Okay, now he's branching off and doing other sports, but it's like this
DeGrom
stuff.
on the bump. 2-0.
Look at this. We need stuff like this. I know Jared Kimber does some stuff, but I just want to show this real quick.
DeGrom on the bump. 2-0
And my
pitch,
speakers don't
fastball
work.
inside. He wants it. Catcher wants it. 3-0. This breakdown is brought to you by Shady
my
Rays.
God.
The count is full. Needs to hit a spot. Needs to make his pitch. Low fastball.
All right. Whatever. I'm gonna give that example later. Oh, and I lost everybody. I'm happy that ILT 20 has rescheduled the tournament to November, December. They should have done it earlier. Hate that tournament outside the fact that youth tournaments are done and they are a good initiative. So the ILT 20. Let's go to that. This is the one in Abu Dhabi. Yeah, or United Arab Emirates, I mean. So we should talk about this more. European Cricket Network also has many betting issues. Jared Kimber has said that. Wow, I need to watch Jared Kimber more because he's great. But same idea, maybe, or maybe not. I'm just going to keep the conversation going. I put LT 20 as my second question, not for the first question. Fair enough. Yeah, T10 has to do something, but let's look at this T20 league because United Arab Emirates is not a cricket like nation. It's not a cricket juggernaut, but it does seem like there's a lot of money in this and it does look good. I'm excited by this. International League T20 would be great if it was like actually international and not just controlled by one cricket board, which it is. It's the Emirates cricket board right here. It seems like all these tournaments are scheduled for like to start at some time and they never do. So here are the teams. Abu Dhabi, they're all so 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 out of the 6 teams are basically just Indian Premier League teams. That's no good. And then Nicholas Puran plays for Lucknow. Why is he playing for MI Emirates? Or MI Emirates? You know, it's just weird as an American. So yeah, there's that. We should bring the Champions League back, or they need to play it like the same time. It's so overwhelming. It's like sometimes I want to watch the 100. Sometimes I want to watch the other T20 tournament in England. It's just like, why would I do that? Why would I need to do that? There have been some controversy around the ILT's 20's plan to require only one local player from each of the 11 of each team, with several full members calling for regulations requiring high. Yeah, of course. Attendance was low due to lack of participation of Indian, Bangladeshi, Pakistani cricketers. Can Indian players play in this league? I mean, you're allowed to steal their team names, but I love statistics. I love that. But it's just like, why do I care about this record or the statistic? Why would I care? I want to know one league to care about, you know. For baseball, I don't go looking up like the Australian League baseball. I don't go looking up just one league, MLB. That's the league everybody cares about. It's just too much. Retired Indian players do. Oh, that's right. You're right. Good point. That's why I have you guys on. That's pretty cool. So it's like I'm initially really excited about this, and then you see this. It's like these are the same teams, and then you look here. These are the same players. I don't want to watch the same players. I want to watch different players. I don't want to watch these guys play cricket. I do not. Because I watched them in the IPL already. So that's kind of my thing. So what are you gonna do about that? I lost all the people watching. So write your questions here, guys. I'm gonna be going over the qualification for the Cricket World Cup. Super excited about that. And we do have Netherlands and Scotland and the UAE playing each other. So I'm going to give you updated report on those games. This is 2027. Yeah, not the Challenge League. There's also the Challenge League too, but League 2. We got to figure this out. Okay. So it's like there's a qualification cycle, the Challenge Playoff, Challenge League. This is League 2. So if you win the League 2, you go straight to the qualifier. But if you're the bottom 4 teams in League 2, you go to the qualifier playoff with those guys from the Challenge League. The top 4 of the qualifier playoff and the top 4 from League 2, as well as the next 2 teams in the ODI rankings, probably Ireland and Afghanistan or something like that, go into this qualifier. And then from there, only 4 of the qualifiers. So right now we have 8 teams here. There'll be 8 teams here, 4 from this one. And that kind of seems unfair that the qualifier playoff would have 4 and this only has 4 too. But it is what it is. But this is going to be like a another global qualifier, which is fun. I'm all down for that. Mr. No Brains says players should be attached to one club like soccer. Yes, I agree wholeheartedly. And it's like maybe you could do something to where like it's the same team name. Like if you play for the ILT, it has to be the same team. Why would Nicholas Puran play for anybody other than like a Super Giants? Like why is he playing for MI Emirati? It's my brain from America cannot handle this because we really, really value loyalty. And I was saying this about people leaving the IPL and staying in Australia. And I wrote, Americans would never accept this. You have to finish the season with your team for loyalty. The next season, you're going to go back to that team and everyone's going to dish you. And a lot of people wrote, and I already knew the answer. Well, we don't have that same type of loyalty. Well, you need to get that type of loyalty then. You need to get that type of loyalty. You see this? Do I go get like new daughters every year or halfway through the year? I have this family and then I have this family. No. Or do you wake up and then you're Indian and then like 2 months later, I'm going to be Bangladeshi? No, you don't do that. So why is it okay for cricket? Why? This is my incredulous shaking. Scotland are the defending champions. I don't know why they're not a tier 1 nation. And people ask me, can you make a video on that? It's just like, bro, I don't understand why they just don't do that right now. I just can't give a good answer because they're ready. If Afghanistan could be a full member nation without a women's team, then really all those rules and regulations don't mean nothing, I said before the Scotland, Netherlands, UAE triumvirate series that Scotland was going to be in a much better place. And obviously I was wrong. Although they only have 14 games compared to like 19, like the Netherlands. So Netherlands are in a really good place, but you see United States and Canada are also in a really good place. And you see teams like Namibia, because the amount of games played. So, my Nepali friends, there's still very much hope that Nepal can come out of this. But these 4 teams basically have to do another qualifier if they don't go into the main qualifier. Does that make sense? So here you go to the last qualifier. Here you go to a second chance qualifier. And so I'm going to go back to that because it's fascinating. I love this about cricket. It's so much fun. And we will be starting the another tri-series. This one is just finishing. This is the Netherlands and the UAE and Scotland. All right, Scotland. And there's one game left, and this is in a couple days. This one's just happening. And Scotland won. So that's really good. And then you have Netherlands versus Scotland. But UAE had 4 games here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And they lost all but one. They lost all but one. Scotland won 2 wins. And that's just not good enough. That's just not good enough. Oh, I love this question. I didn't really read your question. I saw it in the corner of my eyes, and I just know I love this one. All right, I'm going to take a break from this real quick. What do you think if we split the T20 into 2 course, 1 having batter-friendly rules, course 2 having field restriction or giving the bowling side or the blowing side too? I don't know. I'm not judging. Maybe there is a blowing side. They just blow the ball when it hit the boundary. The bowling side of freehand, field, and bouncer. Can you elaborate on that? I'm not sure what you mean. Yay, Rolling Duck is here. Okay, not that I don't like you guys just as much. I do, but I'm really happy Rolling Duck is here because that logo is cool. I really like that, the colors and that. What do you think if we split the T20 into 2? I kind of know what you mean. It makes me think of baseball because back in the day, there was 2 rules in baseball. In the American League, the pitcher did not have to bat. So the bowler didn't have to bat. In the National League, the bowler did have to bat. Oh, yeah. I meant to share it to you. Oh, okay. Okay. I thought you were pissed. Okay. Harsh sent me something. He says he's working on his workout goals. Okay. And he sent me a picture. I don't know how to share this fast with y'all. Here, let me open this. Let me open this for Harsh Talker. Oh, I don't know how. Okay, I'm just gonna have to copy this and go to Clucky. Paste. Oh man, I can't do this. I'm gonna lose everybody, dude. Harsh is in the gym getting those gains. Okay, that's why he's not here. Okay. And that's what Harsh wanted me to let you guys know, that he's in the gym pumping iron. Okay. But elaborate more on that, Tanish, because I'm not sure what you mean. I don't know what you mean. What's up with Nepal? A lot. And I'm going to get in with Nepal. The women's team got screwed over with the rain delays, which I hate. The designated hitter rule is not active anymore. They took it away during the pandemic, and then they got rid of it in 2022, much to my chagrin, because I thought it was so cool that we have one sport where there's actually different rules according to each league, and if you think about it, baseball did have 2 leagues. There used to be 3 leagues, and they were kind of considered separate with this overwhelming conglomerate Major League Baseball. It was really Major Leagues Baseball. And you had American League, the National League, and the Capital League. And the Capital League died off. So 15 teams in a league is kind of a lot, right? If you think of IPL, there's just 10. So, it's like if you take IPL and they have their certain field restrictions, and then you have this other league like the Australia, New Zealand League, and then at the final, they play each other. How freaking badass would that be? There can't just be an IPL final, okay? In a world sport. There needs to be an IPL final, but they need to play another team like from the Big Bash League. There needs to be more finality to it. There needs to be more purpose and reason. If you just hold up and go, yay, I won the IPL, let's go to United Arab Emirates to collect a paycheck. I don't want to see you collect paychecks. Get paid, get your money, but it can't be obvious that you're just going from league to league to league. Play in one league, get as much money as you want. I don't care, but show some loyalty to the league and the team. In baseball, I remember staying outside the baseball venue and watching the players leave in their cars, and just like there was this one guy, what was his name? Sheffield or Albert Bell or someone like that, played for the Tigers. And he didn't buy a house, he bought an apartment. And I remember standing outside and like yelling at this player, like, why you only buy an apartment? That's stupid. And like giving this player grief. And I'm glad, because like you have to show loyalty. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yes, maybe. There needs to be more, because Japan is becoming more popular. But if you think of the United States as a country of countries, with a huge land area, huge population, obviously not compared to India, but we had two leagues that played each other. Now it's just one league, but it was really two with two different rules. And I really think that that cricket should consider something like that. Okay, not just thinking of it as the IPL, but you represent T20 cricket. And you can't have that when players only play for a month and they hop around to different teams. It's kind of hard to watch the PSL. My boy Faiz was saying, what team do you like? What team do you like? And it's like, by the time I picked the team, the tournament was over almost. I know they're starting up again, but it doesn't even last barely a month. So it's like kind of hard. Americans, baseball is like test cricket. It's every day. Every day. T20 needs to be every day. So you have like a test format playing every day. You can't watch all the games, but you can watch a lot of them, and then make the season much longer. I know you're never going to do that. But like, I can't help but say that, because it's like, how can you keep some of the testness of cricket while also keeping it in a shorter format? I think that's the most important question in cricket right now. And I'm just a fan. I'm an idiot. I don't play cricket. So obviously I'm going to defer to players and stuff. Like, why would you want some American blabbing at you over that? But, but it needs to happen. Oh, the test. This helps too, because I'm really going to watch the World Test Championship. It's bringing purpose into it. So like the ICC and things like that are making really good decisions when it comes to this, bringing meaning and purpose into these games. I want not Australia to win. That's who I'm going for. So Temba Bavuma, get your captain's band back on and beat them Aussies, man. That's all I want you to do, is beat them Aussies. And so what I love about Test cricket is I'm going to watch those games, or rather listen to them. Hopefully I'll have the day off or whatever, and we'll be able to listen to the games throughout the day, follow it. If there's like a big out, you'll see it. That's so much fun, man. That's so much fun. It does. It's concentrated, though. It's concentrated. Baseball plays every day. Football plays one day of the week, and they skip some weeks. So sometimes they get a bye week, and your team doesn't play for like a week and a half. It's fun, but there's only 16 games. I think it's maybe 18 games now, whereas in baseball, it's 162 games. So, yeah, it is fun, but it's also like a different thing. You could say like rugby seems funner than cricket, and like maybe in certain instances, like it's easy, it's flashier and it's funner. I don't know. Rugby's kind of tough sometimes, but it's different. Cricket is life. Life's not always fun, but it's like part of life. It's something you listen to. It's a soundtrack in the background. Whereas American football, things like that, are more of a singular event that happens. And so I think that's a difference. I have a lot to learn. I have a lot to learn. So, my idea was to play some Cricket Kahoot later. So I'm going to bust out these Cricket Kahoots in a hot minute. These are all like super old Cricket, but we'll see. We'll see about this. This one's no good. Let me just write test Cricket right here. See if we can come up with anything with test Cricket. Oh man, these all suck. Oh man. Oh no. I can't type anymore because I have a condition with my fingers. 2025 Cricket. Come on, give me something. Yeah. I got a couple good ones though. I like their outfit in NFL. See, it's always stuff I'm never thinking about. That's why I think it's so important to have people who not from an NFL environment to like comment, because like you give such good feedback. Sporkle, what's Sporkle? I don't even know what Sporkle is. Oh, I forgot to share my screen. So I'm like looking at all this stuff. What is Sporkle? I think I changed my thing to just use yeah, hold on guys, just 1 second. Yep. Okay, mi amor. Hablamos. Sí, hablamos. Está mejorando poquito a poco. Ya voy a bajar a las 12 y tengo que hacer algo. Okay, my wife's leaving. I just love this. I just love this. So, this ChatGPT, but I'm gonna check out Sporkle too. Ashwin, Rohit, Kohli, 3 legends. Ashwin left too. I'm glad Rohit and Kohli have left. Not because I don't think they're amazing. I want to watch them. They deserve a break, dude. They deserve a break. We can't keep leaning on them. Their shoulders are gonna break. I mean, we're leaning on them so heavily, and they might come back. It might be like Michael Jordan. When Michael Jordan left, I was crying so bad, and then he came back and he won another three-peat. Okay, so anything's possible. Okay, random things. What's up? You should stick to your nickname and just kind of say random stuff the whole time. That'd be funny. Popsicles are for the summertime. Yeah, it's real Spanish. My wife and I speak Spanish at home. She was born in Colombia. I have a Hispanic family, but she was born in Colombia, so I don't even think about it sometimes, except when I'm like sometimes here. So that might be a real benefit in cricket, in supporting cricket in Argentina and Colombia and places like that, because they don't know nothing, and I'd love to see it. Like sometimes I try to watch cricket in Spanish, like, can you explain what cricket is? And it's only very, very surface level. In fact, Portuguese is better. And why do I bring up Portuguese? It's like if you speak Hindi, you could probably also understand a good deal of like Bengali, maybe, or like a different language. That's kind of the same thing. So there's cricketchistas. Ignore my religious thing. Cricketchistas. This channel is in Portuguese, and look, he's got 861 subscribers, pero he speaks in Portuguese, Brazilian Portuguese. I think he lives in India, but he's a really, really big fan. Canal de cricket língua portuguesa. Okay, so like I can understand that kind of. So like, but the point I'm trying to make is nothing exists in Spanish. So like if you want to promote the game in Spanish, like there's nothing existing. You can't learn anything. You'd have to do it in English and then convert it. Whereas on the other hand, if you wanted to know about cricket in Hindi or any Indian language, Tamil, like it would be insanely easy to find that information, where it might be hard to find information about like NFL and stuff. It really makes me feel privileged to have English as my first language, because I have all that. Everything's always in English. Like one time Sachin said to split ODI, I would cry if that happened, bro. We have 10 people now here. Entonces, we could play some cricket Kahoot in a hot minute here. Sachin said to split. Please do that. Please do that. So if really important legends are saying that, for sure it brings much more validity. So deep. What's going on, bro? Yeah, dude. I meant the same thing for T20, but changing the rules in both the innings to make it a bit more bowler friendly, please. Can you write how to say your name? Tanishk. Make that happen, dude. Please. Make that happen. Okay, that's your homework. We need to go to ICC and split it into 2 innings, because I'm thinking in Spanish. Here's the issue. When you have a team who's dominating, it kind of gets boring. If you switched, okay, and whoever is out in the first innings would be out in the third innings, like you're still out forever. Make outs count for more, because sometimes in T20 Quicket, they get an out, and it's like, who cares? It's like there's 17 overs gone. Like it's already over. And it is fun when someone gets hot and they can't get out. That's really fun. 11 people. Holy crap. Not that, dude, Pratu Srivastava, how are you doing, mate? Some rumors say Indian cricket coach Gautam Gambhir forced Kohli Rohit to retire. Maybe that's a good thing too, because think of it. Think of him. He's thinking like 5-10 years down the road. They dang sure ain't going to be playing then. So he's thinking longevity. If you want, keep Kohli, keep Rohit on the teams, but not as captain, as that kind of like on the Chennai Super Kings, okay? How you have that oh my god, I'm drawing a blank. Oh my god. That player on that team who's like a legend. I'm having memory issues. And like he can be that that presence, that player teacher, but let newer players get in. MS Dhoni, oh my god. Mahendra Singh Dhoni. I freaking love that guy. He's my age. He's older than me. Anyone older than me is like my favorite player. Okay. Mr. No Brain says probably from Brazil. Yeah, this guy, I was talking about cricketistas and the issue in developing the game in Argentina and places in South America is that there doesn't exist any information, or it's bad. Like sometimes I'll read stuff in Spanish, like that's stupid. That's stupid. So maybe we need to make a Spanish channel. But the problem is like no one's going to watch that. So deep. I need to make an intro for everybody who comes in, but Mr. No Brains. I heard cricket is becoming popular among women in Brazil. Holy scrappers. Yes. Although I was disappointed. They have central contracts. So like I think 15 women in Brazil are making a living playing cricket. And I was supposed to do a video about that, but there was this one mayor of a city, I think it was Minas Gerais or something like that, in like Sao Paulo, Brazil. I just want to show off like I could pronounce those names. Sorry. We're gonna play it in like 10 minutes. He made an initiative, like we need to make a new initiative, a new sport, and he just randomly decided on cricket, and then they started getting good, and over 20 years they got good enough to get central contracts, and they still kind of stink, but it's a start. No, you know what? I got rid of all. I'm gonna come back to you guys. I I can't stand overly political channels because like anything bad Trump does, they're just gonna avoid it. And it's on the other side. You have Taylor Cohen, and anything good Trump, he's just gonna block it. I can't stand stuff like that. It's not good for my health. I I can't stand when like people just shut people down just because of their origin or the way they look or their ideas. I can't stand that, man. And it's like liberals and conservatives say the most dehumanizing things to each other. I just can't stand it. I'm glad we have a new president and he's changing things, but on the same hand, he does stupid stuff. So it's like, I don't know. Yeah, I'm from a blue state. I'm from Maryland, a very blue state. So it's like in certain cases, like with healthcare and like child, in certain cases, it's good to have blue policies. And in some cases, they spend money. Like I work in education and they just give free stuff and you just people don't value it. We have like, I'm getting off on a tangent, but I have like stuff at my school, like free milks, and kids will take fruit and milks that they get free from the government and they just throw it in the trash. And I know, like, if you're from India or Pakistan or places like that, it's gonna be like, whoa, we just throw away food because you don't value it because the government's just paying for it. So I'm kind of glad to have a conservative administration that value private business, private ownership. But on the same hand, they like take it way too far, and they're like, Christians are getting discriminated against. This is so stupid. They make Christians look so stupid. I'm sick of it. Doesn't matter, you know. So I got some cahoots coming up. I'm gonna get this ready. Is he probably is for sure, but I also have very, very liberal people in my I there's no doubt he's in my subscriptions, but I think nowadays I'm that kind of guy who just presses like and subscribe to like everything like automatically because I have my own own cricket channel. I try to like support people, and sometimes I'll like videos. Like I didn't like that video, and I'll like go back and like unlike it, but it's just like an accidental like uh, muscle memory thing. But I'm very much subscribed to, and I try to watch liberals like Secular Talk and Breaking Points. I like Crystal Ball, so I have to know both sides. It's just if somebody's just talking to you from one side, they're probably skipping stuff that should and don't forget to hit the bell. Yeah. So let's get some cricket going here. Ooh, let me see this one. This one's probably good. This one's old. No, it's like asking how many spinners are on the cricket team, and it's like from 2016. Let's do this one. Oh man, at the end it kind of gets. I'm gonna end it at the end. Let's see this one. No, that one sucks. I should have had this ready. All right, let's do this one. Host live, sir. And I'm going to give you guys the login here. All right. Get ready to join. Subscribe, don't forget to hit the bell. Go, go. Tala for a reason. I got like I've been eating way too many potato chips, and like my mouth's sore there from all the oil, and like it's kind of making it hard to talk a little bit. The things I do for I've been loving potato chips so much lately. I feel like a pregnant woman because like I have this medication I'm taking for my skin and my hands, and it just makes me not like certain food. And I know it's horrible. You Indian people, and you Pakistani people, I bet you eat way better than me. Joey from a ball. Okay, smart ass. You need to go to You need to go to kahoot.it to play. If it's your first time in this live stream, you have to play. No, I'm joking, but it's like a Fight Club. Okay, I would love if you played. This is like a warm up, but eventually, there's got to be like a small thing, like costs only like 50 cents to $1 that I could give as to the winner. So like maybe like a Nitro subscription or something. I don't know. Big Daddy Cheese. That's what the D stands for. I just realized that kind of sounds off a little bit. Well, you better get to know it. No, you want to watch, bro? This is Habina Fent. If you want to watch, so basically what you do is you go to kahoot.it, and I need my volume working. Does the volume not work? I gotta like restart it. This computer is so frustrating sometimes. Come on. It works, but it's not allowing it. The Madras Ducks is such a badass name. Sorry if I was swearing. Sudi. Okay, I'm gonna give it un minuto más. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, including me. I'm playing for keeps because I don't want to pay out anything. But if you win this game, let me know. I owe you $1. And seriously, I will. If you want, I can PayPal you $1. Winner. And like, not to be a jerk, but maybe $1 is a little bit more. I know like $1 in Colombia is like, that's not bad. I've seen people fighting over like a 10-cent beer bottle and like asking me to get in the middle of it, you know, and I hate being that American guy who's like, it's 10 cents, you know, but like that's much more valuable in other countries. So, dude, people find out how much, you know, I make, how much money my wife and I make here, but it's like, you have no idea. The house that we buy, that we have, it's so ridiculously expensive. We live in such a poor area. We live in a really poor area. So like when you see a white person walking around, you're like, is he lost? What's he doing here? Okay, I'm gonna start. If you I'm gonna leave this up. If you want to join mid-game, you absolutely can. Okay, here we go. And if the questions get redundant, I'm gonna stop it. We'll give a warning. 3, 2, 1. Okay, here we go. Quiz. Who has the highest record for individual T20 score? Chris Gale, Brandon McCullum, Aaron Finch, or Glenn Maxwell? Can you dig it? Yes, it is Chris Gale, of course. And these records and everything are from 2021 and before. Okay, so if you're thinking anything after 2021, you're wrong. Random things in the lead here with the Madras Ducks close behind. Who won the 2003 World Cup? Fast. You gotta do it fast. Fast. Super fast. If you're not doing it fast, you're gonna lose points. What idiot put India? I know, it was 2007 when they won. I'm thinking the T20 World Cup, the initial T20 World Cup. I'm dumb. Okay. So, random things in the lead. really upset that my computer's not giving any sound right now. Who was the man of the tournament for 2015 World Cup? Mitchell Stark. Okay, you know what I mean, though, right? Right, you could buy a full meal with $1, right? So I'm not trying to be a. We'll increase it. We'll increase it. That's why I want to go to Sri Lanka. Be free. Which team scored the highest test total in the 21st century? Dude, I am so sick of Australia winning. Pakistan, good. Everybody, look at that. Everybody gets it. Oh, they got it wrong. They put Sri Lanka. No one has any faith in Pakistan. Come on. Joey from Nepal, I think that's Sudeep, in the lead. Who has the most ODI runs in 2016? Why didn't I get I got that one right, bitch. Yeah, guys. I got that one right, and y'all got it wrong. I think it's because Sri Lanka hit 942 in like 1999. Huh. Interesting. Big Daddy Cheese is in 4th place. Get used to it. Get used to it. 6 out of 20. Which Australian bowler has the most wickets in ODIs? This is one of my favorite bowlers ever that I'm choosing. He's honestly my third favorite bowler. Yes. Adam Zampa. There's this guy, I think he's on the Rajasthan Royals. He throws like a sidearm. I forget his name. That's my favorite bowler right now. I love that. It just looks like he's like angry at the ball. Like, get out of here. I love that guy. I got to remember his name. I'm coming for you guys. This Yankee is right behind you. This yank is right behind you. I almost clicked end stream. How bad would that be? It's right where the next button is. Which player hit the record of 11 sixes in an innings in a T20 international? Oh, I know who that is. I got it wrong. And I picked Maxi Pad. Chris Gale, of course. That one doesn't count. We're going to have to redo that one. Like, bring all my unfair American rules to it. Which captain won the most matches whilst being in the lead role? I don't know Alan Porter. Ricky Ponting, also the coach of the Freedom from the Major League Cricket organization. It's going to put Big Daddy Cheese up and back in 3rd place, baby. How do you pronounce this? That's like when my wife asked me, like, what did you do all day? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm scared of my wife, yes. Which team gave over the most extras in an ODI game? Afghanistan and England. Only one guy got that right. And he's not on this list. Joey from Nepal. Random things. Big Daddy Cheese. I don't know. And which player has the most runs in Test in 2016? I think that one's easy. Oh, it's Johnny Bairstow. No one got that one. Everyone picked Virat Kohli. See, this is a good test. These ones are tough, mate. That is just a stalemate. Which player conceded the most amount of runs in an ODI in 2016? I hope it's Mitchell Marsh. Wahab Riaz. Is he from Pakistan, maybe? Dang. Dang. Oh, no. Which players have the highest recorded partnership in test? Oh, man. Oh, man. This time last year, I would have known nothing. I know like way more now. Oof. Yes. Eat it. See that in the top? Those are all the Discord notifications. Yeah. I don't get rid of those notifications. I read every message. All the bad stuff you say about me, I read it. I'm in second place. How is this possible? What venue is known as the home of cricket? That one's actually kind of tough. Oh! Seriously, it's not Melbourne Cricket Garden, or that's where cricket. I knew it was Lords. The Oval is from Australia, and I don't know where Eden Park is, but that's good because like Adam and I don't know, man. Eden sounds like an original thing. I don't know. I'm dumb. Ugh. In the 2016 ICC. Dude, I need to load this. No good, boy. I'm getting it. Oh, bro, sorry. MEA Mixmaster Mike in the house. The pin is 5159306. We all got it. Who has the most runs in Big Beautiful Lady all over the years of the tournament together? Oh, God. I have no clue. We're having a global tournament together because wait, they didn't give me my points? Or did I just... Which player has the most sixes in BBL? Chris Gale. I don't know. Chris Gale. If it's ever Chris Gale, I pick Chris Gale. Chris Lynn. You bastards. Random things is... Joey from Nepal is lost his way. He's lost his touch. 4 questions left. Who has the most wickets in BBL altogether? I don't know none of these names. We'll look up something more specific next time. Ben Laughlin. No idea who that guy is. See, it's like it's all big, beautiful lady questions. These pictures of my on my screen. Dang, man, got him wrong. I'm losing off at the end with all these BBL questions. Which batting pair has the highest partnership in BBL? Oh my gosh. This quiz was fun at the beginning. I like being. Ugh. Brother, ugh. I'm in 5th place. Oh, this is so unfair, but whatever. As of 2021, who was the first tester? 2021. India, of course. Is it ever not India? Okay, the winner. Number 3. Number 2, Joey from Nepal. Numero uno, 8 out of 20. That seems low. Random things. Congratulations. Felicitaciones. Let me know in the Discord If you want me to send you $1, I'd definitely hook you up, boy. Definitely hook you up. There's Big Daddy Cheese over here. I'm in place. Rematch. Okay, let's do a rematch. Fatal. You gotta pick IPL. I'm looking IPL. Fantasy League. IPL and a woman with IPL here. We can organize it by like of course they're all going to be in English. If you want to share one that you think is really good, that one might be good. IPL range. Chromophore. Oh, this is not okay. I know none of these. It's fine. What if I just did that one? It's like nothing to do with the game. That one might work. Oh no, that one's good. You guys want to send me one real quick? I might do that one. Okay, how many guys you got? Let's try World Cup. Oh, not leagues, please. Okay, but why not leagues? Because we all don't watch the same leagues. We do watch the World Cups and stuff. Cool, random things. Well, you're entitled to it. I wish inflation's so bad here. You can't buy like a piece of gum. I remember when I was little, you could buy like a 5-cent piece of gum. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. International records, cricket. If I just type international records, though, it ain't gonna come up. Yeah, see, that's not gonna come up. Cricket questions. There's 4. Um, Cricket World Cup 2019. Cricket World Cup 2019. Let's check this one. That one's old. You know that one's super old. That one's South Africa. So let's try this one. This is soccer. Okay, that's terrible. Okay, I might do this one. I don't want to show it too much. Um, that one's not bad. That one's terrible. This one's IPL. That one's IPL. Okay, I'm gonna use those two. Um, let me look up Kahoot. Sportical. How do you play this? This one says 2024 Men's T20 Cricket World Cup qualified team. Can you name all 20 teams that qualified for the T20 World Cup? Like, how do you play this? This is cool, but I probably make my own quiz here, but it doesn't seem like it just seems like it's one question. So what I'm going to do is go to this one. Hey, this might not be fair. This one's good. This one's good. This one's good. It's not ideal. It's not like the perfect one. I'll make it perfect. But I need to run. It's going to take like 20 seconds, 30 seconds to get a water. So you guys can sign in, get a Sportical single player too. It's really cool. I'm glad you. I need to talk about Cricket Guru because I love that game now, but I also don't understand it. Problem. me not understanding it. Um, I'll be the loud American guy. This thing's broken. Okay. Um, let's stick with Kahoot. I agree, Senor No Brains. It signed in. It's gonna take a minute anyway. Too. I'm just gonna get some water. It's really warm. 20 seconds. I'm back. Okay, I'm. Oh, Utsak. Chan is here. This is Utsak. Sorry. Holy crappers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cool. Ready? I am going to. Okay. Kahoot. Punto IT and then pin is 464 3562. I will put that right there and we'll get started. Okay. Just don't get jealous when I start winning, please. I know I almost felt that last game. Like, the Americans doing too well. Oh, this is 2019. If it's not Jasper Kumra, then I don't want to know. Ooh, these are much longer. Oh, it's Mitchell Stark. Dang it. No one picked Jasper Kumra. How do you guys know it's not him? Next one. Who is the lead run scorer in the World Cup? Hey, this is my strategy. Whenever Chris Gale is an option, I choose Chris Gale. That's my strategy. I'm just gonna take a minute in my mouth. I knew it was Rohit Sharma. All right, we gotta do a do-over. That one's a do-over. I'm gonna do that in first. Sudi and be cool with Chan and random things. Whatever happened to that's insane. Slinger. Sling 'em the linger. Although James Neesham. Yeah, dude. I'm just thinking about you. I think I know. Yeah, I think I know who you. Well, you're talking about yourself. I was just thinking about you. Hold on, I gotta beat these guys up. I need to see your user. Got it right. I need to see your user handle. Which Australian eighth batsman hit 92 runs? I like this guy too. I put a little too long for the questions. I put Marcus Stoinis. Nathan Coulter Nile. No idea. No idea who this guy is. 6 of 20. Which position was Afghanistan till the group stage? This is a 2019 World Cup. I don't think Drex in the Discord, no. 10th? Man. We got in first place. Right behind him is Sudeep and Random Things Chan. Come out of hiding in Tanishq. Here's my next thing that I do. If anything positive is said about Jasprit Brahma, I always choose true. 18 wickets is ridiculous. He's a freak of nature. I love this guy. I remember watching him for the first time I saw cricket, and he looked so cute, like running up like that. I was like, this is so adorable. And then I saw him throw. I was like, oh my God, that is nasty. It's absolutely nasty. I know you got a good question there, Drek. And I'm just like waiting for the best time to read it. Who's the man of match in the final? England won this one. Ben Stokes. I knew it was an English person. Oh, man. I'm in the heat of the moment right now trying to beat up these guys. Who was the player of the tournament? Oh, man. I don't know. It's an Englishman, right? Ian Morgan's Irish. Let's suppose you are the one who will decide which teams qualify for the Olympics 2028. My suggestions: USA, Canada, Argentina, Guyana, and choose all the teams I like. I don't know. I have no opinion on that. Like, I don't think there's any good way to do that. Anytime there's something positive about Jasprit Brahma, I always choose him. But he's on 2 options here. Let me know. How should they qualify? Mohammed Shami, right? I have no idea how they qualify. I don't like sometimes how they qualify for stuff because they're using Olympic teams which don't always align up with cricket teams. And I made a video on that because it's fascinating, but like, I don't know. I'm doing terribly on this one. Absolutely terribly. Sudeep's dominating this game. Whoa. Who was the winner? I got this one. I got this one. You gotta do it fast. That's a backward picture of New Zealand. That picture, that map of that flag of New Zealand is backwards. How? Because every other thing is like built into like qualification for a tournament. They do it on That's a great question. I have no clue. Anyone want to like chime in on this? How they qualify for the 2028 Olympics? If you only have 6 teams, plus 6 teams is not enough. It'd have to have India and Pakistan in there. Ugh. I got that one right. Come on. Sudeep's like basically won already. Which team couldn't go to the semifinals because they're a bad net run rate? What I always tell you guys, you got to have a good net run rate. Definitely not New Zealand, right? I really want to know your answer for this track so I could steal it and pretend like I thought of it. I mean, because I really value your opinion. South America. I didn't want to pick Pakistan. By which 2 teams who were in the semifinals, England was defeated? I have no idea. That's not the right answer. I got that one wrong. Oh, yeah, I was being facetious. I was just joking. Yeah, I'm being dumb. Like you asked me, and like instead of giving you a thoughtful answer, I just choose one that's like selfishly on like with the teams I like. I don't know why I play that like character, that American character. Like, 'cause sometimes you hear answers like that and they're just so terrible. I thought it's funny to like mimic that. Don't know. It's gotta be England, right? They hosted it, or no, they won it. Yeah. Okay. Good. I'm right. Damn right. I need another cup that says best cricket YouTuber ever. That's not true. Whenever there's a question that makes Australia look bad, I always choose it, even if I'm wrong. Even if I'm wrong. Dang it. I knew it was false. I didn't care. I don't care. Worth it. Worth it. Which 2 players made 153 runs? That is so insanely specific. What I love about you guys is like you'll consider that. Like I could see like people from my culture would be like, I don't know. How would I know that? Just not answer it. I had no idea though. I need to go back and watch the classics, man. Rohit Sharma made his 5th century against which team? This guy's a beast. This guy's an absolute beast. I have a question for you guys after this Kahoot that I think Sudeep is gonna win. Let's see. That's basically over. It's a battle for 4th place. Will it be random things or will it be Tanishq? Who will win 4th place? Yeah, you did. Mixed Master Mike. I thought like they're both David Warner, but who's that guy on the left? Aaron Finch. Yeah, Aaron Finch. I like David Warner. I like him, even though he's Australian. I like Australia a lot. Okay, let's see. Drum roll. Be cool in 3rd place. How would it been in 2nd place? And in 1st place, Sudeep. Nice. Good job, guys. Give yourself a round of applause. Sudeep, hit me up on the on the thing and on Discord, and I'll hook you up. Oh, and you get this prize too. 49%. I want it to be like really hard and like to be like 20% and it just be really, really difficult. I don't know what the hell this is. Okay. Good job, Sudeep. Yeah, hit me up and listen, if you want. I need to make it automatic so it's like you can't even say no to it. I don't know. I know you guys are so humble. You guys are so humble. So give me a minute. I'm going to go over some other stuff if you want to stick around for it. Let me know how you like the Cricket Cahoots and if you want me to post the video like as a smaller segment on YouTube, if that would work. But yeah, let me know. Right now, I want to get back into the qualification for the Cricket World Cup and things like that. But if you have any questions, let me know. I want to go into my YouTube account real quick, and it won't let me. Come on. All right. So yeah, I don't know how they're going to qualify for the Cricket World or for the Olympics. Let me go here. Player availability. I don't know if you guys go on Reddits ever. Player availability for each team, the remainder of their scheduled games in IPL. This is coming up soon, right? Uh-oh. What's going on here? Mitchell Starc and Jake Fraser McGurkovich are unlikely to join, and Tristan Stubbs will be unavailable for the playoffs. Dude, I hate this. Hey, Sleepy. I'm Joey. Nice to meet you, Sleepy. Drek here says, my suggestion, USA as a host, of course. And every best team of every continent, it will include India, Australia, Great Britain, USA, South Africa. Antarctica doesn't have a team. I mean, come on. Yeah, and the second best teams in each continent. But like teams like but it's got to be based on like merit though too, you know? Like there's no good quality. That's probably the best one I've heard. I was hoping that the cricket at the Olympics would be a place for new teams to come out, but it also seems like it needs to be a place where you get new fans rather than new teams. And so you do need India, you do need Australia, you do need Great Britain. I don't know why they're allowed to play as England when it's like Great Britain is a country, but anyway, USA, South Africa, and yeah, a sixth team that maybe could qualify. Yeah, you could do a qualifiers, a global qualification thing. I don't know. I hope it's like planned out, not done at like the last minute. So yeah, if you guys have any Kahoot suggestions for next time, look it up. Or if you want to make your own, I think Sudeep, it was you who made one last time, and that was a great. Josh Butler and Kagiso Rabada are unlikely to feature in the playoffs. Why? No major changes, so all those guys are awesome, loyal to their team. And Adam Markram is unlikely to feature in the playoffs, which is not a problem because we ain't going to no playoffs. If you look at the IPL, there's no possible way that Lucknow is going to no playoffs. Oh, I changed it so like whenever I type something in, it just goes straight to IPL or it goes straight to Chat GPT. Bro, just give me the. Of course, got to sell you stuff. Okay, that's kind of weird. Weird. Okay, Wikipedia. I gotta just go to Wikipedia then and see the rest of the season. Oh, dang it. I didn't type wikipedia.com. Okay, IPL. And then type in 2024, 2025. Let's just see the season. So, yeah. Look, now it's not going to playoffs. It really does look like it's Gujarat Titans, RCB, Punjab Kings, and Mumbai Indians. I'm going to type in Gemini. I'll save that one for later. That's a good idea. But if you have New Zealand, Pakistan, Ireland, Zimbabwe, Canada, like it's going to be New Zealand or Pakistan. It's not going to be none of the other teams. Guyana or Barbados is better than Canada, I think, for sure. Guyana would kick ass, but they're not going to be better than New Zealand. I don't know. That's a tough question. I really wish it was more than 6 teams, but like, even though we're talking about a reduced format, like 6 teams is appropriate for a 3.5-hour game, you know? This is why cricket was never in the Olympics, because it's complicated. Cricket is not it needs to be in the Olympics, but it's also not a good Olympic sport, I think. Cricket is not just a sport, you know? It's a way of life. It's a way of life. Yeah, I don't see how Lucknow could qualify. Let's say they win, they'd be at 12 points. Well, maybe. Let's hold out hope. Let's see when they start playing again, because I want to watch. Hope this doesn't make you dizzy. Should probably get going too. Today is May 14th. May 17th, it's gonna restart. And I just want like RCB to be affected by this so I could laugh at all the fans. Ooh, it's off and stuff. No, I'm joking, but that would be really funny. Yeah, you could have a qualification tournament, but like, do you have an Olympic qualification tournament? Are you going to add like Great Britain to that qualification tournament? Is England going to want to play as Great Britain? Or do you have a qualification tournament that includes Scotland and England and all that? And like the best team of the home nations gets to play as Great Britain. They did that in rugby. Because this is a big problem because here, I'm going to show you the video I made. I'm not going to play it, but I know I'm a little inappropriate there, Joey. Just type in New World Sports. And then come on. OLYMPICS. Okay, I made this video. Damn, I look young in that picture. It's ridiculous. They should have allowed 10 teams, but my suggestion is the best. I have thought about it a lot. I could tell, dude, and that's why I love you so much. England will play as a Great Britain, and West Indies can't compete. Like, they'd have to separate Jamaica, Barbados, Guyana. Oh, man, there's no good way to do it. That's no good. I kind of made this point earlier. Like people are like asking, are you gonna like drive are you gonna drive to watch the Olympics? No. Look how far away that is. That's Washington State. I live in DC. Definitely not the Irish teams. I think an Irish player even like I think it's like 1/3 Northern Ireland, 2/3 Republic of Ireland, or maybe it's half half. I remember reading a story from James Joyce in a book called Dubliners, and these Catholic boys were from Ireland were walking around and they saw these, but they look like cricket players. And they call them swaddlers. It's like a derogatory word for Protestant. But I know that in Ireland, the Republic of Ireland, there's been like negative sentiment towards cricket, that it's like an English sport or a Protestant sport. And I think because of that, we have a bigger concentration of cricket in the north of Ireland, which is still part of the United Kingdom. So I think it would be like 50-50 actually, or maybe 60-40. So that's actually a better question than in like rugby. But I think regardless, even if you have to play for Republic of Ireland, you're still going to want to be with your team, you know? You're still going to want to be with your team. In terms of like Scotland, absolutely. England and Scotland probably need to talk. And like, I don't know if England is going to want to accept Scottish players, because that could affect their like sovereignty, you know, as an independent country in cricket. I know that was a big deal in soccer. They said there's no way we're allowing Scotland to play on here. Titan Uncaged, what's up, bro? Yeah, ICC sucks. Like, it's such easy stuff sometimes. I'm a sports fan. I'm a big baseball fan lately as it pertains to cricket. I've been watching a lot of baseball shorts. I like basketball, watch basketball. I like American football, although I think it's too big for its own good. I love rugby. I love rugby league and rugby union. But on this channel, it's just cricket, because like that's the sport I'm really interested in, you know? And that's what we're interested in here. So I was thinking about doing some live streams with soccer and stuff like that, but I put some rugby stuff from my old channel on here too. How they do it by continents. That's what Drek said. That's what Drek said. And it was a good idea. I don't think you should keep doing it that way. You just do it once. And then that way it only works if you do it once and then you establish something more fair. But for now, I think it's the best way. Yeah. Kabaddi's awesome. Yes. I checked it out. There's like 2 versions of Kabaddi. Basketball can get boring because it's just like, yeah, shoot, miss, you know. American football is very, very interesting, but it's just too big. There's too many commercials. I wish they would like all the pads and stuff. I wish it was more traditional. I don't know if that makes sense. A little bit more like rugby. It's like what I love about rugby is like I could play on a rugby team now. There's rugby teams all over here. With American football, it's very closed. So like high school people can play it, just boys. And then there's a college level, and then there's a professional level, and that's it. Like people can play flag football, I guess, but it doesn't have that community organization that soccer, cricket, rugby have. I don't see any Scottish player making it to the 11 either based on merit. But let's just say there was like one superstar. I still don't see that player making on the team. Maybe it's a more important thing in like soccer because you want to keep your sovereignty, and FIFA is a much bigger entity. I don't know. Yeah, it is like the front lineman. I remember I kind of practiced with the football team. I was a practice player. I wasn't good enough to play on the team, but I remember the offensive lineman, like the coach was just like, you got to eat. You got to eat. And this one guy says, I want to play soccer. And the guy was like, your grandmother plays soccer, okay? You play soccer when you're 60 years old. Right now, it's football time. Kind of pissed me off because it's not an accessible sport, although it is cool. I mean, I don't know. Basketball is so simple. You don't have to use your mind while watching it. Yes, I agree. But I also have an individual experience when I was in my teens in 2004. I watched the Detroit Pistons win the championship, and that was freaking so much fun. But it was like more of a team sport back then. There was really, really good defense. I remember Tayshaun Prince, like he like blocked the shot the last second. It's kind of like cricket now where you're hitting only 6s and 4s. It's like basketball. It's just 3-pointer, 3-pointer, 3-pointer. And that's so boring. I know what you mean by that, Drek. I totally know what you mean by that. But basketball used to be a much more interesting, like it can be more interesting. Yeah, those tackles are really violent and like really unnecessary, and you're hitting people on the head. And I think helmets developed because of the forward pass, and like they had these gigantic scrums of like 10 people on both teams, and people were dying so much so that the president of the United States at the time, I think it was um Roosevelt, like watched a game and like was like threatening to ban it on a federal level because so many people were dying from it. And so that's how they implemented helmets. But I think that's too complicated now. I wish it would be a little bit more like less with the helmets and the pads, you know, a little bit more like rugby. I don't know, but it's not accessible. You know, I used to love American football too. But once I discovered rugby when I was like 11, 12, I'm like, wow. I don't know. That's why I like cricket, baseball, which are a bit complicated when you start learning, especially cricket. You'll always learn no matter how many years you watch it. Yeah, and it was like sorry. We were talking about that with something else. It's so simple in ways that like a baby could appreciate and understand it, but it's like so gigantic and vast, whereas a genius could also watch it and be entertained for many lifetimes over and over because it's so complex in many ways too. And that's why I love cricket. It is super complex. It's a thinking man's sport, which is why it's so beloved in South Asia, because you guys are thinkers. That's why I love you guys. But yeah, I was talking about this in the baseball all-star cricket. It was called Cricket All-Stars. That looks so ugly, dude. Can't you just cover that in fake grass for a little bit, you know? But I was showing that, you know, these 3 teams are in big trouble in terms of the the qualification for the Olympics, because they don't exist, especially West Indies. And I kind of laid out like England is really 2 countries. Although, are there any Welshmen actually on the team? Probably not. And then Ireland is really 2 countries. And then West Indies is all of these countries, which are really only like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 sovereign countries, and then like all these dependencies. But this team would play for Netherlands. These would be part of England, and this would be America, baby. And yeah, so it gets complicated because you have the United Kingdom. Are they going to play as the United Kingdom? Probably they have to. It's called Great Britain. Ireland won't be a problem, but I was like saying they have 2 teams from Northern Ireland, boom, boom, and 2 teams from Dublin. So they do have a big Northern Ireland element. And then Sterling, he's from Northern Ireland, the captain of the team. West Indies would have to, they can combine, you know? So maybe Jamaica, maybe Guyana would be the big teams. Barbados, I know, is awesome too. Trinidad and Tobago. But these teams, if they play for the Olympics, they play for England. Sint Maarten would play for the Netherlands. Anguilla, Montserrat, and I forget that other one. They play for, you know, these teams have no chance, but they also would have to play for England. So it gets complicated. I find it so interesting, but it is what it is. Cricket is like you are smashing 90 miles per hour balls, but suddenly you'll get out by a spinner, which is bowling 60 miles an hour. That's pure skill. It is like you can't really luck into it. And baseball is the same way. You can't really luck into it and like, oh, I mean, maybe, but it's like you could play basketball and just make a shot and make a 3-pointer and like you have no skill, but you could still do that, even a professional game. But I doubt if any one of us, like, or me especially, got on a helmet and went and played cricket, like we can do anything other than defend. Like getting a single would be really hard for us. Like it makes you appreciate people getting singles. It's actually really difficult. Last week we were playing kabaddi and a player got injured on forehead and got 6 stitches. Dang. Send me some videos if you want. I'm gonna have to go. It's been 2 hours. West Indies a weak team. They're weak anyway nowadays, right? I want to see West Indies make a resurgence in Test cricket. It's hard to make that argument that they should separate as into individual countries because they're so weak. But sometimes I don't think of Jamaica as a cricket country. Sometimes I don't think of Guyana or South America as having any cricket countries because I think of it as West Indies, which is unfortunate. Right. Oakland Coliseum is going to be really, really short. And that's also going to be intentional. If you want to it's going to be bad cricket, I think. It's going to be like I need to watch it and be like super positive about it. I'm not going to critique it. But the Olympics, the cricket at the Olympics is probably going to be garbage, trash cricket, T20 style, T10 style cricket with like really good players, if I had my opinion on it. Because Americans in charge are going to want to see 20s or sixes. They're going to want to see big hits. Chicks dig the long ball. Okay. And LA is not a good place for cricket. I mean, it could be worse, but Texas would be the best place. And the East Coast would be way better. That's why they had the World Cup in New York. New York is like a really, really good place. Surprise, surprise, because there's a big South Indian, South Asian contingent there. But that pitch in New York, man, and I was there for 2 games. Yeah, that was not. You can't do that. That's not fair for players. Like you train all this time and then the wicket is just unsafe. I think Rohit Sharma got injured. West Indies is a decent T20I team. Yeah. I want to see them be good at Test though. Again, I don't think of West Indies as good anymore. Unfortunately, I see individual players as good, but not like the team. That's unfortunate. We should be better fans of West Indies cricket because that's the American, continent cricket team. So that's really, really unfortunate that that's the case. I have a buddy that lives in Los Angeles, and I'll probably go visit him too. But it stinks that it's so far away and it's in your country. Like I gotta ask you guys, if there was a tournament in like southern India and you lived in Mumbai, would there be any chance you can go there and watch that game? Like, how hard would that be? You could probably take a train there or something, but here it would take 2 hours driving, and that sucks. That just sucks so bad. No. Now there's I did a video answering this kind of question more or less, and I realized at the end of the video my microphone wasn't on. But I should do a video about this every week, dude, because I get this question so much. It's so important to you guys, and for good reason, because if America got even remotely interested in cricket, which I think they should, it would totally counteract the power of BCCI. And I think that would be good for everybody. I don't think it would get so popular that would be like a danger for the rest of cricket. Like if if America got really, really good at cricket, America gets really, really good at cricket, and then like we dominate, that's not going to happen. But it could be the case like we get really, really good and help make positive changes. I don't want to dominate. That's why I want to get into cricket. It's kind of forget some of the stuff that my country does, and that makes me so angry about. Whose idea to have Australian pitches in New York? It's very different conditions. Plus, why not strip from Dallas or Florida? Probably time constraints too, bro. Probably time constraints because honestly, they did it somewhat last minute. It was done like hurriedly and rushed. So I think that probably has something to do with it. Like not enough time. Like it's got to be from Australia. You know, like if you're in a time crunch, you're gonna go from less ideal things. Just get it from Adelaide. And we had this guy from Adelaide who was really good, but he's doing his stuff in Adelaide, and so yeah. Really. We should do a video on like how easy it is to hit a 6 in certain stadiums, but I imagine Oakland Stadium is going to be really, really easy to hit a 6. Thanks, man. It's so good to see you, dude. I hope you keep checking out our channel and let me know if you have any suggestions, Senor No Brains. And it was great having you here. I'm gonna skedaddle too. I'm gonna skedaddle right now. I'm tired. So this conversation's not over. We're going to talk more about, cricket for the Olympics. That's a big one. If you like, join the Discord and check on the channel. I think I have a Discord link there. We talk about this stuff and play Cricket Guru on the Discord. So we need more people there, different types of people. So especially if you're older. So I'm not the only boomer in that group. I'm not even a boomer. I'm a millennial, but still. I just want to show you one more thing. Just because I get asked all the time, are you going to the games? And it's more complicated than just saying yes or no. The last thing I'm going to cover. Look at how far driving it takes. I don't have money for an airplane. Okay. Look at how far it takes, like 39 hours driving. It's like 2 full days of driving, dude. That is very, very far away. So I just want people to keep that in mind. Like it's in my country, but it's not in my area. That's like a big problem in soccer, football, and even rugby is like you don't have any commercial breaks. That's why I love it. Cricket was on I was watching Test cricket on the ESPN app, and ESPN is a very American company. And after every over, it was the same Burger King app ad, and I was losing my mind. And so if you're going to put commercials like that, just change it. And maybe it's not as big of a deal in Test cricket, but I was losing my mind and I was missing things because they're talking and they like put these artificial apps. And I hate Disney and I hate ESPN. But I love you guys. So I'll see you in the next one. Drek, I missed your comments so many. I was just thinking about you. So thanks for coming in, guys. Like and subscribe. And more importantly, tell your mom I says hi, okay? Be good to each other. See ya. Peace.